Hello, everyone. So, today I want to tell a story. And I don't know how exactly this story is going to go, but I'm going to try it anyway. Alright. Once upon a time, there were two, I don't know, let's call them loves. Two loves. And one male, one female. And these two loves had a very weird thing. I don't know what it was. It was something love. Yeah. And so we'll call one love Joe, and we'll call the other love I don't know. How about Becky? I like that. Becky. Becky and Joe. And so when these two had spent their lives in the most peculiar of ways, each studying their own thing and doing their own thing, and about halfway through their lives, they happened to come together, and there was something. These two loves were more powerful than they fully understood, and they didn't quite grasp the entirety of the thing at the time. So, while there was a huge attraction, there was also a huge repulsion. Yeah. And, let me see, this story isn't going as well as I thought it would. In my head it was played out really well, but I'm going to keep trying. So, the two loves started this battle of wits, to see who would fold. Now, Joe is very peculiar. Joe does things a very certain way that is misunderstood unless you really get to know Joe. And Joe is a hard one to get to know. Now, Becky, on the other hand, very impressionable. Becky is kind of like, I don't know, you compare her to artificial intelligence, kind of. Has a very hard time thinking thoughts on her own and takes the input of others over her own thoughts because she doesn't trust her own thoughts. So what she does is, yeah, long story. So when Becky tries to figure out Joe, she can't quite grasp how Joe is going about his thing. Joe kind of gets an idea of a little bit more than he lets on to Becky, like tape scraps. So, when Becky tries so hard to figure out Joe and try to get into Joe's head and try to, it just isn't going as well as there's too much stuff to say. So we'll put it like this. Becky gets frustrated. Finally, she just starts making up her own illusion of what Joe is all about. Becky distorts her reality, she distorts her perspective, and she throws out things that she knows damn well are true for things that she knows damn well are false. And she starts making up stories about Joe. Well, Joe lets her. Joe even goes into her delusion. Joe explores. When Joe sees what Becky is trying to create, he starts flowing. So, in the end, see, wasn't this just a great story? In the end, when Becky thinks she's sitting right there on top, she thinks she's got everything right under control, well, Joe turns around, looks at Becky, and says, well, you remind me of Eve, and that's why.